So the next episode was on the Old Time Christmas, which was the next festival coming up. And with my mind already on history at this point, I was really excited because, I mean, look at how they spell the name.
Yeah, that event is sponsored by Fells Point Main Street, which is a little bit different from some of the previous ones you've done. And Main Street is focused on commercial revitalization and building up the business district as well as the residents. And so it's not historic preservation that they're into as much as just bringing people down here and families.
And I mean, it was a really fun event, but I was expecting more history with it. Let me show you the episode. It's re-edited. I think it's quite a bit different this time. Hi, and welcome to the next episode of History at Risk. I'm here in Broadway Pier, and as you can see, there's some holiday cheer going on. Put on by the nonprofit organization Fells Point Main Street, Old Time Christmas is in its 9th year. Why Old Time Christmas? Is it just a catchy name, or does the celebration actually hold a slice of history? I'm going to talk with Fells Point Main Street to see what their organization and their event is doing to help preserve history here at Fells Point. Let's go and wrap some history. Could you introduce yourself?
I'm Juliette Richter. I'm the president of Fells Point Main Street.
And what does Fells Point Main Street do?
Well, our mission basically is the revitalization of our neighborhood. So we have these events to try to drive business to our merchants.
Now, this event, Old Time Christmas, what's the history of it?
Old Time Christmas is a very old tradition in Fells Point. They used to have carolers that would walk around the streets in Fells Point. They would have readings of Dickens in the various hotels. And then everybody on the square used to put candles in their windows.
Why a traditional holiday market?
Well, we're trying to emulate, what has been done in Europe and in England for centuries. It encourages people to come out, to sample, the local goods and merchandise. And it just lends a very festive air, to the area.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm going to go enjoy the festival now.
All right, thank you.
Thank
just
you.
do that.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye. Looking back at the footage, I remember that at this point in the day I was kind of down because I was really looking for that historical spark with this festival. And I was so glad when I came across Mark Walker and his Punch and Judy show. I'm here with Mark Walker. He does the Punch and Judy show at the Old Time Christmas celebration. Thank you very much for talking with us.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Could you tell me a little bit more about yourself and your history with Fells Point?
I think I was at one of the earlier Fells Point Fun Festivals. I know my father brought me down here when it had to have been in the 60s. And believe it or not, I saw Dantini down here, and he was just a character. And once you see Dantini, you just don't forget a character like him. I know I've been coming down here doing Punch and Judy for, I think next year makes 20 years I've been doing that. And then when I discovered they actually had a Punch and Judy show in the 1930s, I think it was, performed at Recreation Pier.
Really?
Yeah. I found that at the Enoch Pratt Library.
Okay, so there's like history with the idea of the Punch and Judy
well,
show.
the Punch and Judy show has a real history here in Baltimore. It's been here since 1897. And actually, the first Punch and Judy show that I know of was performed in Annapolis prior to the American Revolutionary War. But every year I would come down here to do my Punch and Judy show, and there would be this big naval ship here blocking the view. And that went on for so many years. And I said, that's it. I've had it. I'm not going to let that happen again. So then we started to get smart about it. And we started contacting a dock master and said, any other time of the year you can bring a ship down here, but not during the parade of the lighted boats. So that's what we started to do. So it's all these little like nuances that we started to do.
Well, thank you very much.
Sure.
And I think we're going to watch your Punch and Judy show.
Oh, sounds great.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Eggnog competition. Let's go. You gonna try the Admiral Fell?
I don't know if I told you this or not, but I didn't know the drinks were going to be spiked. I didn't know they were going to be alcoholic. The judging form didn't say anything about 21 and over, so I went and had some eggnog. I was not expecting it to be that spiked.
Oh, that's why the face.
Yes.
Does Old Time Christmas hold a slice of history? After talking with Fells Point Main Street and participating in some of the events, I would say so. And the biggest surprise for me was the Punch and Judy show. Who knew it was performed in this area since before we were a country?
Yeah, I like this much better. It was more succinct, and you had more of the B-roll in there, and you didn't have... You had the interesting parts without the parts that kind of ran on.
Yeah, I felt like the interviews were kind of long and didn't really get to the heart of the festival and the heart of the history, which is actually the thing that shocked me the most was that the most historical aspect of the festival, and not just historic for the ideas, but historic to the area, was that Punch and Judy show. But it wasn't until I actually talked to Mark that I actually learned that. It wasn't apparent. And that really kind of shaped me going forward, is that idea that history is not just going to be on the surface. Even if it's presented like something is historical, you may have to actually dig to find the history. So in the upcoming videos, you see it a little bit different, but I want to grab some coffee first, take a break,
Yeah.
come back and show you these.
I think we need some coffee, you're right.
Okay.
Okay.